we're looking at that link between high converting landing pages and business success and how Groove can help you do that. Let's do it. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Build Your Online Business Using Groove podcast with me, your host, Nigel T. Best. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's amazing, but about 90% of people haven't subscribed. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would be fantastic. And of course, sharing is caring, caring is sharing. So, share the love, send this episode to someone who may benefit from it. And why this episode? Well, today we're looking at that link between high converting landing pages and business success and how Groove can help you do that. Let's do it. So welcome to today's episode, and it's that critical link between the high converting, in inverted commas, landing page and business success. And we're going to be jumping in and sort of having a look at, what it means, why we're talking about this, how you can do it in Groove. And I'm going to share with you a great template that you could access in Groove that really helps on this one. So what are we talking about? Well, a landing page, if you don't know what it is, it's kind of the, where your traffic goes to. Imagine it's a normal shop. It's the shop window, isn't it? It's where people look, they can see what it is, and they've got the opportunity to go through the door and purchase something, haven't they? That's what we're trying to do with a landing page. We're trying to create a window into your business that will attract people's attention and make them want to go through the door. Is it important to have one? Absolutely. Now, one of the key things is that you want on that window everything to be focused on getting people through the door. Get them into your shop, get them looking at your product, wanting the product. So imagine that video sales letter page, that landing page, squeeze page, whatever you want to call it. Imagine that the sole purpose of that is to get people to do one thing, and that's go through the door. Now, in online terms, in business terms, that's your call to action. The call to action, what is it that people do? And, the obvious thing is they click a button when it comes to a website. And Groove is great because we can set up buttons to do all sorts of things. Okay, to your booking calendar, to arrange a phone call, to opt in and hand over email, and get some information. It also gives you the chance to buy. And I think sometimes too many people are a bit scared of having that first button, which is a buy button. People think you're jumping the gun. You're going too fast. You're going too far. Why would you do that? Well, here's the clue, folks. It's a high converting web page, landing page. What are you trying to convert them for? Ultimately, what is business all about? Business is all about making a sale, folks. It's making a sale. It's earning money. It's getting revenue. We can't avoid it. It's that. And so if you're talking about converting, some people talk about, I converted, they clicked through. They got onto my email list, and they did this and they arranged a booking call, or yes, they signed up for the webinar. All of which you can arrange in Groove, which is one of the reasons we love it. But the thing is, that's a different type of conversion, isn't it? The key conversion you really want is to convert someone from not being a customer to being a paid customer. But let's go through things in a logical way. I've kind of given you the headlines. I've said, all right, come on, do it. The first thing first, if you haven't got your free account yet of Groove, then go to that. It's you can see it on the YouTube. It's www.bit.ly/Nigel Groove. Get your free account. Why do we use Groove? Look, there's hundreds of bits of software. Yes, you can, get this software and that software and all the rest of it. The problem is when you go then for someone to help you, talk you through how you put it all together, They talk about one type of software, you've signed up for a different one, and you scratch your head, you lose interest. It doesn't work because they're talking about a different layout, different terminology, all that sort of stuff. And you've got to, work it all out. Well, why not make it easier for yourself? Get Groove, get yourself a free account there in Groove, and then all the training is literally step by step. Click here, do this, follow that, attach to this, and all the rest of it. And then it all makes sense. It's so much quicker. Are there other softwares that can do things? Yes, of course there are. Are there 100 different softwares that can do all these things? Yes, of course there are. But once you've selected a software, then trying to find someone who can help you do it becomes another job in itself. Make business easy, folks. Make it easier on yourself. We're all short of time. So why waste time faffing around trying to do 5 different training people because you've got 5 different bits of software trying to integrate and all the rest of it? Forget it. Get yourself a Groove account. Lesson over. All right. So when we're here, let's have a look at what we've got to do. And I've got a list of a few things I want to do. I want to discuss what a landing page is for and why it's important to have one. Key elements of it, and then we've got tools like Groove, you know how to do it. I'm going to share some clever ways that you can do it. I'm going to jump into what I call a 3-page template or 4-page template that you can get, and you can even get in the free account. And then obviously the real world benefits. Okay, so first things first. Why is it important to have a conversion page, a sales page? Well, we've mentioned it, folks. Without one, how the hell are you ever going to earn money? And I cannot tell you how many people I've spoken to, coached, mentored, gone through things, and in their head, they are doing everything but asking for the sale. And at the end of another month and another month and another month, the one thing that they have never done is generate any income. Why? They're messing about with logos. They're messing about with the legalities of their company setup, copyright law, product creation. I'm going to do 12 lead magnets. Folks, focus. Pick one thing. And it doesn't even have to be yours. You can jump into PLR. So, these products that are set up where they're effectively white label. So in other words, you can put your brand on them. So someone's done the hard work. You can get out there and, use those, promote those, put them up there and say, hey folks, I've got this. It's for sale. It's $9. It's $9,000, whatever it is. Get a product available. All right. That's the first thing you got to do. And that landing page has got to be focused for it. And when we say optimize for conversions, we don't mean, amazing images, beautiful colors, the most incredible copy ever. It's something simpler than that. And for some people, you might call it rough and ready marketing. You can perfect this later, folks. You can perfect it later. But if you're talking to someone and you happen to say to them, hey, look, I've got this, whatever it is, and that I think would really help you. And someone said, oh, great. How do I get it? If you then say, oh, well, if you want to drop me an email, I'll see if I can do it. I'll see if I can find a link. And then I might have to do it. I might have to phone you up to ask for, it's $9. How do I, this friction. We're trying to make this frictionless, folks. Friction stops people doing things. So what are we trying to do? We're setting up a landing page. What do we want that landing page to do? Answer, we want it to do one thing. We want to give people a button, they can press it and they can buy, essentially, buy something. And why is that? Because on a sales page, the job of getting people, so traffic to a sales page, you've already started to explain things. They've already shown an interest because they're clicking on the link to get to this sales page. So when you get to a sales page, the one thing you want them to do is, that's right, you want them to click on the Buy Now button, don't you? some people just want it. They've already decided before they've even hit your sales page, your landing page, they're going to convert, they're going to buy it. And so all you want them to do is have one button to do it. What does that mean? It means you don't have things like buttons for the homepage or about us or contact us or the map or other stuff or your blog or your social media stuff. So do not send people off to Facebook. Do not send people off to YouTube. Do not send people off to TikTok or Twitter or LinkedIn or whatever. Why? Because think about it. If somebody else sends you to a page and there happens to be something that says, oh, watch this, and it takes you to YouTube, and then at the end of that, YouTube video, you see there's another one. And then before you know it, you are 10 videos deep into YouTube, an hour has gone, and you can't remember what brought you into YouTube this time around. What have you done? You've not converted anyone that landed on that landing page into a buyer. So distractions, things that send you off platform or send you elsewhere, do not put them on, folks. Don't put them on these pages. These pages have one express purpose, and that is to convert, ideally to a sale. So don't mess about with your links to Facebook and YouTube and all the rest of it. Forget it for this particular thing. We're not interested. Okay, and that's why I want to show you this template in a minute that is really useful in Groove that does it, because it does away with all that. Perfect. The next bit of a landing page is obviously you want some sort of framework that tells people. Imagine the old newspaper. You've got a headline, you've got a subheadline, you've got paragraphs, you might have a picture. And you also, did you know that newspapers had call to actions in there as well? Because often on the front page of a newspaper, there wouldn't be enough to put the full story. So have you ever seen that bit where it says turn to page 7, column 2 to finish off the story? Yeah, that's a call to action. Even on a newspaper, they had it. Yeah. So here, when you're doing it on this, you want to have that structure of a newspaper, and the call to action could be buttons. Now, where did they send you? It might just send you further down the article or the page. It could just take you to the bottom. It could take you to another page. It could take you to the checkout. It's all keeping you on there, giving people the information. So, it's basically keeping you there, and it's focused, and you've got a structure. So things that you would want to concentrate on: headline, subheadline, some of the information about it, maybe the testimonial things, which are the social proof elements. And each of those, what's it doing? It's curiosity, excitement, it's moving you on, potentially a ticking timer, so fear of missing out, deadlines, those sort of things, all generating people to take action. Maybe there's only 5 slots available, so a bit of scarcity in there. What's it doing? It's building a compelling argument for people to take action. Right, cool. That's what we're wanting. When we're talking about copy and all the rest of it, folks, at the moment, put that structure into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to give you it. If you've got writer's block, if you have a blank piece of paper, if you're thinking, oh my goodness me, I never know what to write here, go in ChatGPT and get yourself a structure. Rewrite it, add to it, break it down, change it a bit, fine, whatever. Just use it to save yourself time. As I say, the design and the way it looks, people often spend a lot of time, but what they're not doing is they're not testing which version of their design and layout actually works better. So sometimes when you look at it, you can see some old adverts appear on Facebook, or you think they're old, and you think, God, that's terrible. That's really poor. That's sort of so 1990s in its look out. And you think, oh, why are they still using it? The answer will be because they'll have tested it, and that's a format that still works. So how do you know what's the right design? How do you know what's the right image? How do you know what's the right words? It's testing, folks. It's boring. It's boring as hell. Well, I think it is, but it's so important. And if it's not you, then get someone else to do it. Split test, change an image, change words. Everyone always talks about it. We know it. We know all these things. but you can do it. And the beauty in Groove is you can create one of these sales pages, and then you can clone it. And when you clone it, you can set it up slightly differently. You can attach it with a slightly different domain, URL for it, so you can add that in, and you can redirect people to different things. So depending on where the traffic's coming from, you can send them to different versions. You can test which one works best. So there's lots of ways you can do it. The key thing though is wherever it is, have that conversion button, that call to action button visible above the fold. So the first thing they see on the screen, and make sure, given that 95% of us, or whatever, I know, 105%, who knows what the figure is, but it's a hell of a lot of us use a mobile phone. So make sure it appears on your mobile phone in the right spot so people can see it and click it. And don't forget, test that it works. And what I want to do now is I'm going to jump over actually into Groove. Let's create a new website. So it's in Groove Pages, but I'm going to show you where you can pick up some useful things and where to just look in and pull out something that I think could work really well for you. Let's have a look at a Groove. You join us in this bit here. So if you're now looking on YouTube, create a new site. So I've gone into Groove Pages, create a new website, and what do you get? You get these options down the right hand side. So you've got single pages, complete sites, funnels, webinars, pop-ups, my templates. Well, if you have never created one, you won't have anything in your templates because you won't have saved one. But what am I looking for? I'm looking at the complete sites. Why do I want to do that? Well, I've noticed that there's some really useful ones in there. And when you're looking at them, when majority are premium, so if you've only got the free account, you've got a limited supply of them, but you can find them. So I'm going to just show you, I'm just going to select this one, which is a great looking website. It's got the home, it's got story, services, praise, work with me, and all those sort of things. So it's got a great load of pages. But what are those pages that we've talked about? What's the problem with them? The problem is that this has navigation to other things. And what did we say about a high converting sales page? There's no distractions. There's no other things. So I don't want to use this one. So when I'm looking at a complete site, I'm going to come back up here, and up in the top right, you've got a search template. And if you just put in VSL for a video sales landing page, so VSL funnel, I know it's a premium one, but you can find it. And if you've got the free account and you're struggling to do it, this is how you would use this as an example and take single pages and create it. But what is this one? We have got on here a page, and it's learn about, yeah. It is then a wait, upgrade your order right now. And then there's a third page, which is your order has been processed and completed. Okay, I'm going to jump in. I'm just going to show you a couple of things in here that I thought was quite useful. So I'm going to call this the podcast test page. There we go. I'm going to start building it. What it does, it creates it. So if you're listening on the podcast, it's going away, it's whirring around the podcast, and it's going to give me the template of the 3 pages. For those of you watching here on YouTube or elsewhere, you can see what it is. Now, why do I quite like this one? Well, look, right at the top, you've got the FOMO, the fear of missing out. You've got a timer, a ticking down timer. The next bit, there's a video bit, because obviously it was a video sales letter. So your video could be just confirming, great, you've landed here. I knew you would. It's amazing. Don't forget the deal here. Look for the timer. The deal's running out. Click below. And what have you got below? You've got some information about it. Get this deal now is the only button. Why your business needs this. Get this deal now. So the button is being repeated, isn't it? Are you ready to improve your business? Get this deal now. What are people saying about it? Guarantee, secure lockout, checkout. The checkout is here. There it is. It's there. And you're looking at it and you're going, oh, right, hang on. This is pretty cool. So that's all I can do on here is essentially click the button that says get this deal now. Now, if you go in and have a look at the assets, which are the other pages, this is where when you click it, or you go to the checkout, you can link the checkout in Groove to come back to this second page here, which is upgrade your order. So number one, it's got a tick by it. The second bit is customize your order. Number three is complete it. So this is your one-time offer upsell opportunity. There's another timer, fear of missing out. What's the button? Buy. What's the button? Buy. Here's why you should do it. Here's some examples. Here's some more what people say. This is what happens. This is how you do it, etc., etc., etc. So we're on another sales page with only one option, which is kind of upgrade, isn't it? And then if we go to the third page in this template, it's the order confirmation. Why is that useful? Because this is what happens when you've gone through that one-time offer. If they've purchased it or not, when it's done, you come back, you redirect them to this page. It says, look, order's been processed and completed. What else is there? There's a video which might be from you saying, thank you so much. You're in here. This is what you do now. Go to here, do that, get in there, and look out for the emails. I'm going to be, in touch with you. What's all this doing? It's confirming that they've made the right choice. It's confirming that the help starts straight away. This is the process. So the step-by-step help is started already. You're going through, and even below, underneath, you can add these steps in. Step one, download your files or whatever it is. Join the community, read the blog. It's all in here. What have we noticed on these 3 pages here, folks? No navigation bar at the top is number one. The second one is there's no social media links or other things in there. Your video, if you do it and store it in Groove, there's no then, at the end of it, other videos being recommended and stuff. You can just have this video play and that's it. So that's a great template here to increase your conversions. How do I know it will increase them? Because you don't have those leakages off to social media or off somewhere else, or those sort of things. You've got people focused on the job in hand, which is to convert. Now, for those of you that don't like video, have a look at that. Just put in sales up there in your Groove create a new site, and what you'll see is there are loads of sales pages in here. Again, these are single pages with an express purpose of getting you to understand why you're here, what it is, what the problem is you might have, why this is the solution, and to click the button to convert. Yeah, some of this you kind of have to do a little bit more work. So you're going to have to get a few pages, put them together, and search for them. But what have we got? We've got long form course sales funnel. So you've got long form, you've got video sales letter funnels, you've got womanpreneur video sales letter funnels. You've got modern long form sales letter and stuff. You've got high ticket sales. We've got loads of templates in here, folks, that really give you the bare bones of what you want to do. What are you going to do when it comes to editing? Image, copy, and maybe change the headline. But you don't have to do a great deal. That's what we love about Groove. Gives you a real head start. Now, for those of you that are wanting to know more, or who are thinking, oh my goodness me, I need to do more on this. I need to get out there and put stuff up there. Don't forget, folks, up here on the screen, you can see www.groove.builders/build. You can get in there, join our membership for just $1 for 30 days. Give it a try. At the end of it, there's no contract. If you don't like it, what's in there? You don't like me? Fine. No skin off my nose. I hope you get loads of $1 value there. You'll get 1,000 times that, I tell you. And it's great. We've got a great community in there. We've got some fantastic stuff. Go find out about it there. groove.builders/build. It's amazing. And don't forget as well, I just want to remind you, get your free account there for Groove, bit.ly/Nigel Groove. Folks, when it comes to high converting sales page, you've got to give people a reason to convert. So that's what the copy, the headline, and all the rest of it, that's what it's doing. And then you've only got to give them one thing to do. Don't confuse them. Don't overwhelm them. Just give them one thing to do. So I would say go up there, get your free account, bit.ly/Nigel Groove. If you are already a Groove person, then go back, go above, go to groove.builders/build, join us in the membership and get those step-by-step guides to taking, we take this template and we show you how to do it, and we, build it out, and all the other things that you might want to know, emails, websites, membership, all those things are in the membership. $1 for 30 days. I mean, that's insane. $1. I know there's a cost of living crisis, but that is a cost of giving crisis. I'm giving far too much away. No, I'm not. I just want to see you in there doing it, taking steps, because one of the biggest things that we've noticed in the Groove community is too many people have Groove, but they're not doing anything with it. And we just want to help you build your online business using Groove. And I will see you on the next episode. Until then, my name's Nigel T. Best. Take care. See you soon. Bye for now. Over 90% of people who are viewing our videos haven't subscribed. So would you please just hit that subscribe button? It makes such a big difference to us. If you like, follow, share as well, it really helps get our message out there. Thank you.